Alright, what's going on, everybody? We're going to talk Heroclix. And what we're mainly going to talk about is Fantastic Four that just came out. And what I've been noticing is everyone acts like every case is bad. And this is from me coming as a seller. So, when I check up on, my customers and see how they did, and it seems like everybody thinks they got a bad case if this guy wasn't in it. This guy's great. He's God Doom. Now, I don't know why everybody wants God Doom. All right. Well, I do know, but I don't know why everyone specifically wants God Doom. What's their reasons? Me, honestly, my friends and people at my store, they play huge number of games. So of course he'd be fun to play in that kind of format. But also I'm a comic fan. And again, I've always talked about my friend passing away. He's a big Doom fan, and this is a figure he really wanted to see. So of course I wanted it. But the biggest thing was the comic was, I loved the Secret Wars story. And it was a bummer when Secret Wars came out and we didn't get it in Battle World. But that being said, I've seen a lot of good cases out there. And now everyone's trying to trade their arm and their leg to get this Doom. And first of all, everybody is getting it, okay? Let me just put that out there. A lot of people are getting it. You have to remember, it's not Ultra Chase. So it's got just as much shot as other things. It will go down in price. If you want to be patient and wait off, I don't know if you need to have it right now. We're in quarantine right now. My store is locked down once again. What's up, everybody in California? We're locked down again. So we opened up for a little bit. And we had to close down after, I think, 2 weeks because our numbers went up of cases or whatever. But we're not going to get into that. But the problem is, I don't know where you're trying to play this. I've seen a lot of online leagues. You can play with whatever you want, which is a big pain for me. I don't like that you could just play whatever piece that you didn't get. So you don't need him if you're going to play online. For most of the tournaments, there is some I heard, and that you do need to have it coming up. And people are selling pictures already of certain figures, so people can use those pictures and cheat their way in it. That's why I say we halt all tournaments and wait until all this is over. Who knows when it is, but guess what? It'll be there when it's done. Right now, play with your friends when you get chances. Play all your online games or whatever. But let's wait for the serious stuff, the big games, the real games that mean something. Let's wait until everything's cool and clear. But anyways, back to Doom. So Doom is an interesting piece. 300 points. Targeting is hindering. This character can make range attacks with adjacent to opposing characters. May target adjacent or non-adjacent opposing characters. Pretty cool, nothing too crazy. The trait with his and do you have an offending gauntlet now? That's going to be the biggest thing because it's a trait. You're going to get him at 100, 200, 300. We're choosing an opposing character within range and line of fire. The character can't use the effect of an equipment until the next turn. That's big far as when I looked at him first, I looked at competitive play. My friends looked at him as we're going to play 1,000-point games, and this is going to be hella fun. Agreed. It's going to be hella fun. But for competitive, I don't know. And the thing is, that's great. But again, we have rules behind that. Line of fire, and you have to be able to, target them and be within range. So the best players know how to maneuver this and get out of the way of this. It is a nice ability. It's a great ability. And then we have, of course, he could be a theme of everybody, and he could basically be everyone in Battle World, and then he also has like the Baron ability where it's +2 or -2, which is also very cool. But then we get the really cool, I think one of the best powers is make a close attack. Other characters can't use powers during that attack. So that's cool. You're just shutting people down. It's not for good or anything like that. It seems okay. But the thing is, it's on the third click of every one. 300, 200, 100. So you have to get to your third click. I don't know if you want to push him to that point, because on all those clicks, you're at a pretty weak defense. In the beginning, you're at invincible 20, which is great. You don't want to lose that. And then to get to your third click, you'd have to have impervious. But, you know, again, you're not going to be playing him at 300 in an open or anything like that. I cannot see in any circumstance this guy being played at 300 and doing well. You will be outnumbered, outplayed, and it just doesn't happen. But that's on your third, and then you have 2 stop clicks, and you got Battle Fury Exploit Weakness. When this click is first revealed, remove all action tokens from God and Doom. That's cool. I mean, it's cool, right? I don't know if anyone feels like this dude was really broken. He's cool, you know. He's got still energy to get back off it. I believe he gets to use a stop again if he gets off the still energy and moves up again. That's not bad, but at that point you're getting really to the end of your game. He only has toughness at that time. It's rough. Playing him at 100, what is he at? 100. 100, he'll be 4 clicks deep, running shot, 12 pulse wave, 17 invul, and 4 prop. Running him like that is kind of weird. It could be doable. You have to have a really big support system behind him, in my opinion. Again, you know, I'm not a fancy schmancy champion player here, but I'm going off what I see and what I think. But so you want to play him at 100, running shot, pulse wave, all that goodness. You can make probably a fun team around him with like Sheriff Strange, and there's a reason why I own 2 Sheriff Strange, just because I love his abilities, and I also love shutting down the cards. But now cards are pretty much obsolete. But that being said, I think he's cool. You know, he's not crazy, amazing good. Maybe compared to the other chases in the set. Honestly, Reed is up there. A lot of people are really loving Reed. I don't really understand how easy it is for people that they think they could get him across. Maybe with the boom tube, maybe with getting care. I don't know. Because I know if you're trying to get to a certain point while we're playing, I believe a lot of us plan for characters on our team that we know are going to bite it. We know they're not going to be there for long, and we put them up there for certain reasons. And with Reed, I would lock you up faster than you could think of doing your next move, because I'm not going to let you get into my starting area. There's no freaking way. I'm just not going to let you. Can you get there? Probably. But am I going to try my hardest not to let you? Yeah, it's stupid, because people are going to rely on retaliators. It's going to turn back into a retaliation game. I get really sick of that. Retaliators and cards really ruin, or IDs really ruin the chess aspect of me of playing Heroclix. The idea of looking and seeing the field and, you know, playing and setting up this combat strategy, then to the point of, oh, I'm gonna call this guy in, and just ruins your whole build or your whole plan. And then, oh, you hit me, so I get to bring this guy over here that hits you for a fucking million, and you lose everything, and, you know, don't pass go. So those are 2 things that I just really hate, because they're just, and don't get me wrong, you gotta play them. If you're gonna be competitive, you gotta play those pieces. But again, I just think at the end of the day, going back to playing competitive, for fun, this guy's great, I think. Competitive, I don't know. We'll have to see. If you guys can make some really good teams, I would love to watch them. But I don't I get wanting him. But just be calm and wait. If you didn't pull him in your case or your box, be calm, wait, and know that you're gonna be able to get him. He's gonna go drop in value, 100%. It's never not happened. Especially the fact that he's not an ultra chase. This has never, like I said, not happened where we get. It's time to realize. That's what that alarm was for. That just because, you know, he's this big baddie and we all love God Doom, don't waste everything on it to get it. I get it. I mean, if I didn't pull him, I would want him a lot too, but I can wait. I was, you know, I'm a huge Deadpool fan, but everyone like loving him and you turn into a hipster again, going like, dude, like, all you know is like the movies and stuff like that, and you get pretty dumb. But it didn't matter for me with the unicorn. I wanted it bad just because it looked fun, and I had to wait. I remember we had that whole mess up where it was only getting delivered to a certain part of the United States, and every other section they messed up. They didn't mix it up right, so all of our boxes were the same, and when that happened, it just sucked. But I had to wait, found a guy, you know, made a deal. I'm happy because everything I traded off now doesn't have the value it had. Deadpool held its value, but it dropped extremely to what I traded probably during that time. So at the end of the day, I was happy. I don't know if the guy's happy now, but I'm happy to have that. He sits steady at 130, 150. This guy, Doom, I can almost guarantee you he'll probably be about $80 figure at the end of the day. I honestly, truly believe so. But if people make other pieces better, or they find some loopholes, or people really sit down and think, because I haven't really sat here and thought about things, but going through stuff and playing with some of my friends, this set is really freaking good. There's really good pieces. Commons, uncommons, it's just ridiculous. I love Daddy Thing. I didn't get him, but I thought of an Earth X team that I used to play a lot, and you gotta use LE Cap because he clears off all the tokens. But that Doom or that Thing just rocking next to your Daredevil and giving him empower is just really dope. I mean, the 19 defend does kind of help, but they're not trying to hit you. They're trying to get. It'll help at the end after they get off the third 6 roll. Then it'll be important if Thing didn't take any damage. Then they got to hit a 19 defend on him. But most of the time you put the Venom, or I'm sorry, the Bane harness on him. Venom harness, there you go. But there's a lot of fun to be had, and all these super rares, I told everyone, they seem really fun. And really, you could make them competitive. For as far as the chases go, I don't know, because I just feel like a lot of them are meant to be played with each other, and I don't know if people are going to all want to do that. I want the other chases just to play with Doom in big battles with my friends and stuff. Competitively, I don't know, you know? The Maker seems interesting. I don't know if he's going to be crazy good, but I like the Maker because I'm a big Venom fan, and he's a huge character in the Venom storyline, and he's going to be a big character coming up in the Null storyline coming up. If you follow Venom at all or anything like that, Null is the king of the symbiotes, the creator of symbiotes, and he's going to get a huge crossover coming, I don't know, I think next year probably. The King in Black, look for that. It's going to be an amazing story. Absolute Carnage, read that. That's a great story, and that's going to set up a lot that's going to happen, I think, in the next Clix set. We'll get a few of those kind of things. So, a lot of these are for the fact that reading the comics, but people like Analysis, like, come on, man. This dude, okay, 175, 125, not bad, right? he's got decent stats and stuff, but that ability where he's able to I tossed it. He starts with it for the first 3 clicks. The ability to where he makes it go negative, that's nuts, man. That's nuts. When you got ESD or whatever on your guy, and then instead of +2, we're gonna minus the 2. That's nuts. That's just a crazy fun piece to play. So who knows what you can do with him. Cosmic's always a fun thing to mess around with like Q and stuff like that. I'm probably gonna get maybe another case or 2 of this. I'm not sure. Just because singles for the shop are always good, but not to mention a lot of times I'll go in with customers and trying to, because I know a lot of guys want Doom, and I tell them the same thing, just wait. But if I can get them a good enough deal and go halves or something, there's so many pieces I still, I think almost all the super rares are very playable. May not be competitive playable, but fun to play. So basically, in the long run of all this, is just calm down about Doom. I think he'll go down. You'll get him. I don't know if he'll really see meta play. People may prove me wrong. But again, just take it easy, you know. These cases, you're like, oh, they're not a good case because I didn't get Doom in it. I mean, it doesn't make it a bad case. Let's look at all the clicks you got. Look at what everyone could do, and you might run circles around a Doom team. Let's look at that. You know, let's look at the bigger broad look of what everything you got. You know. And what pieces you got. But yeah, so I mean that's my spill. I just been kind of bummed out seeing everybody so upset by not getting him and trying to give their arm and a leg to get this Doom. And the Doom, again, he's cool, he's awesome, but playable and competitive, I don't know about that. Playing with your friends, great fun, but of course, you know, when people ask, do you want to trade Jorts? I'm like, no, because it's like a collector thing to me. I collect action figures. I collect toys. I mean, that's toys already. I collect comics. I collect things. And Doom, I have the white Doom action figure, actually, too. That's worth a lot of money. But that's not a flex. That's just me talking about that. But the thing is, it's the fact that it deals with a really cool storyline I like, and the fact that we finally got them. So maybe that's where they're coming from. But again, if I was in their shoes, I would just wait it out and know that you're going to get it, unless you could go halves with a friend and then he's willing to let you get the Doom chase if it's pulled, and they get all the super rares or something like that. Because that's what I would do with people easily. Because I would love to get, I haven't got a Surfer Prime yet, a super rare Prime yet of Alejandra, which I'm a big Alejandra fan, and that's that Surfer Scroll. Man, Scrolls are gonna be so much fun. Oh my god. Even Miss Marvel gave us a bunch of good stuff from there, man. It's gonna be fun. So, I would love to see that. But yeah, so at the end of the day, know that he will go down and he will be yours. Manifest it and believe it. You will have them, but just don't worry about it at the very moment. Be happy in the moment that your case probably ain't that bad, and it's probably got a lot of good stuff in it. It's just people are all putting this guy on a pedestal, and I mean that's no other place where Doom would like to be. But also remember that it is a game, and we're looking for what we can make to make competitive teams and stuff. And to be honest, you're not going to be using Doom. You're going to be building with other people. I mean, if you do, God bless you. Hopefully you can come with something cool. Maybe make them work at 100. I'm excited to see people's builds, but we're locked down. We're in quarantine. We're not going to see too much crazy stuff. I'm not, again, big into the internet games. Playing on Roll20. I'm more like a Skype thing. I like to see my opponent and see the clicks. I've always said that, and I'll say it again. But so hopefully, you know, once all this cools down, maybe we'll get to see it. But if we don't, we don't. But yeah, so just be thankful, and I bet you have a great case. And just know that if you really want Doom, he will come to you. He will come, I promise. Some way, somehow, it will get you. Everyone's opening him. He's gonna drop in value. Trust me. I'm glad I got him, but I want him to drop. I want you guys all to get him. I don't care. I don't want to be like, I hope he stays up in money, and I hope that, I got such a valuable piece. I don't care. I really don't. I don't. If this guy went down to $20, that's fine with me. I just like him. You know what I mean? So I hope he goes pretty low, and you guys all could grab him. But with that being said, that's it. Thanks for checking in. That was me breaking down Doom and what to think of it, or what I think of it, and what I think you should think of it. But we'll see. Maybe people will make some crazy builds of them. I can't wait to see. So get ready to show it off, and you guys keep on staying safe. Peace out.